We've had G Plus come out. Just broadly, what are your thoughts on Google Plus?
I try not to sound jaded with it. I'm on there. I've got 10,000 people who've circled me, and I'm just talking to the same people in a different place. Like going to a networking event and then going to one tomorrow night, the same people again. Like I just saw you. You know, it's great to see them, but the problem is we exhaust ourselves. We spread ourselves too socially thin when it comes to that. So if you want to use Google Plus, great. Focus on it. Don't do every update every day. Google Plus, Facebook, Twitter, and spread yourself too thin.
Yeah.
I like Google Plus. I like the way they do video hangouts. I like the way you can circle. I don't have to circle you back, and I can control who can see it because I'm doing it right. The problem is Google Plus has had the benefit of Facebook and Twitter and LinkedIn screwing it up initially.
Yeah.
It's like you buying a car and it's 10 years old, and you're like, I just bought the brand new one. You're like, I hate you, right? Because you've gotten through all the kinks and all the problems with it. So Google Plus is the new kid on the block, and this actually helps them. They have a lot of money behind them, and they have all the errors of the other networks. So we'll see. I think we're spreading people really thin, and that's a little bit scary. You can't be social if you're exhausted.
Yeah, and they've got this great motivator for brands to get onto Google Plus because it's changing the way that search behaves. Do you think that the consumer audience or the user audience or the people will follow?
Well, I think I don't think what brands understand is, although Google, obviously, that is their huge leverage point, right? It's the only way they're going to compete with Facebook to say, we actually own the internet. We're Google, right? And they get it, and they're the two juggernauts. What brands don't understand is people don't care if it helps rank them better. It's where the people are engaging. So if a brand's on Google Plus, it means nothing. If a brand is active and engaging, that will help their rankings. Yeah. There's a difference. It's not just because you're there, it's what you're doing there. So you want to go brand, you want to Google Plus it up, go nuts, but do it right. You can do the same thing on Facebook. Google will rank better, but not as many people are on Google Plus. It's a different demographic. The market's geeks, go get them. They're there, right? But Facebook, we're approaching 1 billion people. There's a few people there.